as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down Vikings. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks. They run again on first down, Peterson. And right away, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bradford finding time. Still back there. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Coney Ely in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Ginn. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL. But I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, You're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
To throw on second down is Newton. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Newton. And there's a flag on the field. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Pass interference, defense.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And we certainly know that Cam Newton can do just that. He had 10 rushing touchdowns last year, and a nice one there.
And it wouldn't surprise me if one day that number got up to 20 if they so chose, because of his frame. One of the bigger, stronger players in the league, especially at his position. When he carries the ball and gets a full head of steam, you're dealing with a full-grown man.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
They run again with Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. To throw, Bradford. Surveying the field. Great protection. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Oh, little 360. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
That's it. Is that 180? Right there. 54, right there. 54
To throw on second down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And now a first down following that long gain. Newton on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down Panthers.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now out comes Minnesota. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Tested first half. Both the Panthers and the Vikings are right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both teams have to feel like if they can put some drives together, that they'll come away with a win. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Vikings respond on the ensuing drive. Treadwell's wide open here on the catch, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 43-yard line. Continuing on the drive, he breaks free from the defense, and he caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. We're tied.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. They juked him. And there's a flag on the play. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. From his goal line here, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Watch left. Stop right there.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down. Throwing again is Newton. He dumps it off to Artis Payne. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10. Newton again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Tolbert, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, Peterson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. third down, Bradford. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bradford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. First down, Bradford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. First down, here's a run with Peterson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you talk about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
To throw, Bradford. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cameron Artis-Payne, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got four. Go, go. Green, 90. Green.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Off the play fake, Bradford. Deep drop. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bradford on first down. He's got time. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Robinson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's the option going right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Here's the option going right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.